Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Emmanuel, and today we're going to be learning how to listen and have our views respond to changes in the properties of our custom class. Now, if this is something you're interested in, then you've come to the right place. Now, let's actually go straight into code. And as we usually do, we're going to start by looking at the problem and then we're going to work our way up. So, in real world applications, one thing you may find is rather than having our views hold certain data, we would create a view model. That view model is going to hold the data and also handle some of the business logic. So we're going to try and replicate something like that by going ahead to create so here we'll create a class. We're going to call this view model. And here we're going to create, actually, we need this to be a var because we're going to be changing the values. And this is going to be a counter. Value is going to be changing from 0 to whatever values we want. Now, to use this counter, what we would do is in our view, we would create a reference to our view model. So this is going to be equal to view model. And here we're creating a new instance of that view model. And in our view, can go ahead and remove this. In this text, we can simply display view model.counter. And when we do this, we should see here 0. Beautiful. So what I want now is whenever we click on a button, we want this value to be incremented. So how do we do that? Very simple. Go ahead, first of all, and create a button. So button component here, we can say click me. And then we will simply say view model dot counter plus equals 1. So when we have this loaded, we're going to go ahead and click on the button. So we see it's clicking, but the value is not changing. And the reason that this is not happening is because we're changing the value in our object. So what we're changing is counter. Now, counter is just a simple variable that holds a value. But when this value changes, the object is not aware. So this guy here is not aware. What we could do, or what we would think we could do, is we can go ahead and make this a state property. So by making this a state property, as we've learned in the past, whenever the value changes, the view would get updated. So now this is a state. We have this value being changed. We click on this. Still, nothing is happening. And this is not being updated because what is changing, like I said earlier, is the value in the object. So a property in the object, not the object itself. For the object, for this state or for the view to get updated, what we need to change is the value of this variable. So we can see that by saying, and actually what we can do first of all, just so that we see that it's different, we can create an initializer here, and this can be counter of int with a default value of 0, and then we say self.counter equals counter. And what we will do next is here we would simply say view model equals view model, and we can give it a different value, so 1, just so that we see that whenever we change this value, because this is a state, this is going to get updated. So I click here. Beautiful. And if you actually want more in-depth explanation of how state works, then you can go ahead and check out this video. And yeah, you see how that works. But again, this is not what we want. What we want is whenever this property inside of our class gets updated, we need the view to automatically react. Now, the way to do this is really simple. All we need to do is right here, say at observable. And after doing this, we can go back here. So now we will be changing the property as we did before. So we view model counter plus equals 1. And if we click here, you can see that this now gets changed. So this now gets updated. So now we have one instance of our view model, and whenever we change the property, this gets updated. We can do another example here. So we can say text. So we create a new text. Here it says hello world. And this text we can display right here. So text, no, view model dot text. Can give this a font of title, so it's a little bit bigger. And now we should see hello world displayed here because that's our base text. But if we wanted to change this and have our view automatically listen to this, right here, we can also just say view model dot text changed, because I don't know what else to say. So we go ahead, click this, and you see that hello world has now changed to changed. So that's really how easy it is for us to listen or to have our view models or our classes to automatically notify our state whenever changes are made to the properties, and then our views can react because they're listening to that state change. And one thing I'd like for us to note is that this at observable macro is actually available from, I believe, iOS 17. So if you were working in a code base that has that supports iOS 16 or below, then this would not work. In that case, there's a different solution to notify whenever properties change, but I'm not going to cover that in this video just so that we leave this video simple. But if you are in need of this knowledge, then of course, let me know in the comments and I can make a follow-up video explaining how it is done for older iOS devices. But if you're working on a new project or a project that has iOS 17 and above, then this is basically all you need to know about the observable macro. Yeah, so just let me know.